Well, it's hard to believe today is David's graduation day. It just, it went by so fast. It really did. I have been taking care of David since he was born. And I remember that he used to go to speech classes when he was 3. And I had a really good boss who would let me leave work to pick him up from Denise, because Denise used to babysit him while Cindy worked. And I would drive him to his speech class, which was probably 3 hours, and I would bring him there. He was probably 3 years old, like I said, and he was so nervous about going in, and there was a park bench right outside the door, and I told him, I'm going to sit in this park bench, and I'm going to sit here the whole time you're in school, and when you come out, you're going to see me. And I'd sit down on that park bench, and he would walk into the school, he'd wave goodbye to me, and then I'd get in my car and go back to work for 3 hours. And I always made a point of getting back there so I could sit on the bench and wait for David, so that when he came out, he'd see me sitting in the exact same spot that I was at when I went and dropped him off. And one time I got there, and there was a lady sitting in the seat, and I explained the story to him, and she says, oh, by all means, you need to sit down here. And so she got up and went and sat in the other thing. He was just so ecstatic to see me. And it gave me such a good feeling to know that he trusted me so much. And then over the years, I was responsible for getting him to kindergarten and picking him up after school. And Jim retired when he started school, so he would come here in the morning, and Jim would get him off to school while I went to work, because I went back to work, and David would ride his bike to school. And today he's graduating. It just goes by too fast, but I'm just so proud of him. I'm just so proud. He's the first of my 5. I've got 4 more graduations to go to. But I got to get going now, or we're going to be late. I got to get there. There's construction on the way, of course, because we live in Michigan. I'm sure there's construction all around the world. But our roads are never going to be done. So I'm going to go see him now. I can't wait. So I will see you when I get home. And I'll show you some clips. And like I said, this is not a weight loss video. It's just entirely about David. So come and check him out. Okay, there's the proud daddy wearing bread for his son. I know you can't hear me, but it's loud in here. And there's
we're
Samantha.
videoing. I thought we were picturing.
David James Carrico.
Connor Joseph Robbins.
Lucas Ashton Kavanaugh.
Matthew James Casey.
McKenna Kimberly Mason.
David? Yeah, I want to get a video.
I'm trying to get through.
Huh?
Is that a video in now?
Okay, just wave.
Just wave.
Okay. You should put his hand on.
See what this is. See what everybody has. Like, look.
Well, this is movie pictures.
David, go get a class picture.
Should be on the other side, Sandy.
Swallow what you're doing. Give me your loud and your proud and text side. Yeehaw! Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeehaw!
Well, I'm back. It was funny because when we were at the restaurant, everybody was asking David, because they were singing to everybody that was graduating, because there was a lot of graduates at the restaurant. And David says, please don't have them sing to me. And so he went to go to the bathroom, and the waitress came over, and then Jim went and told the waitress, you know, you need to sing to him. So when David came back and he was sitting there, he did not expect that. But you know what? He graduated from high school. That's quite an accomplishment. So I'm really proud of him, and I'm glad that we did sing to him. And I'm glad that everybody showed up, and it was a good time had by all. So thank you so much for putting up with my video. I wanted to have it on record for David. One day he'll come back and look at it. I love you, David. I'm very proud of you, and I can't wait until you become a journeyman, a carpenter, and then you can come and start building stuff at my house. So I thank you once again for letting me share David's day.